ready.
Here we go. All right, friends, welcome. This is a special episode. This is our 10th episode of the CrossFit Grandview podcast. So thanks for joining us for what seems to be a milestone, I guess.
Yeah, big milestone.
Big milestone.
We've been 10 in a year, I think.
That's great. It's good. I like that cadence for us.
Absolutely.
So today what we're talking about are the lazy months. This is kind of like a downtime in your fitness. You know, you don't really have any specific goals that you're training for. So we're going to talk about how to stay motivated for these months so you guys keep coming back with direction to your fitness. And we're going to start this off. Brandon's got a funny anecdote for us about what someone said to him. Brandon.
Yeah, and so if I can't remember the guy's name, if he's listening, I'm not trying to throw any shade towards you or anything. It resonates with what we're talking about today. It's so I got a cancellation. I think it came in 2 weeks ago, and it made me laugh out loud. It just said there's a 0% chance I'm going to be able to make it in during the football season. And then he needed to cancel out.
He knew he was calling a shot.
yeah. He's like, there's zero. I'm not coming in. And when you think about it in reality, so he's I'm guessing, I can't remember. He's probably a college student or maybe just out of college, and he likes to tailgate for OSU or likes to drink for football games. So he's planning on being hungover for a day or two after each game. And
understandable.
Yeah, it's gonna, That being said, you can still work out and not completely lose all your fitness if you're kind of unraveling for 1 day a week.
Yeah.
And this is the time. So between September and December, these are really the lazy months of the year, especially heading into Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas,
holidays,
New Year's,
it's
all of that.
It's easy to say, okay, I can kind of lull here, and
Yeah.
I'll pick it up on the first.
Yeah, and really these 4 months, in my opinion, these are the most important months in your fitness calendar, because they're the ones that you forget about, but they can make or break the rest of your year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because in January you have New Year's resolutions.
Yep.
So that's something easy to train for. In March, your eyes are on summer, so you're like, okay, I got to get beach ready. It's going to be here before I know it. And then in June, the summer months, it's easy to do fitness because it's hot, it's warm, it's easier to motivate yourself to go to the gym. Whereas now in September, and it's starting to get a little cold, you're starting to put on sweatshirts a little bit, and you're like, I can sit on the couch and binge watch this Netflix for a little bit. So
absolutely,
it's easy to do. We get it.
Yeah. September is where I've been doing this for about 11, 12 years now overall, and this is where I've always traditionally just started to see the herd. It's slow, but it starts to separate. So just attendance starts to dwindle a little bit. People who've really adopted a fitness lifestyle, they don't go anywhere. So a lot of times you'll see this with your older trainees, because it hurts when you're 40 plus to stop, start. It's rough. It's a little easier to do that when you're in your lower 20s. So people who are more ingrained in a routine, they're really consistent. And this is people who I'll normally see start to kind of go into hibernation, or are normally your trainees who they typically need something like a New Year's resolution, a vacation, or a class reunion, something that's coming up. Hey, I've got 3 months and I want to get in shape. This is where they're going to kind of go into hibernation and then start this process back over starting in January. Mm-hmm. And this approach is flawed. This is going to leave you trying to play catch up and a start and stop and get it back going again. And even if you can maintain, hey, I'm maintaining 3 days a week during this time, it doesn't have to be all or nothing. That's, I think, a podcast I want to, address in the next one. But yeah, say you're coming, 4 or 5 days a week, and you drop back to 3 to 4 days a week. Come January, you pick up that extra day. You're in business. It's not hard to do that.
No, not at all. It's a very manageable gain.
It's rough to go from, drinking for football season for 4 straight months.
Yeah.
And then jumping straight into, 4 or 5 day a week CrossFit. Once you've already been in some shape too, I think that's harder mentally than starting
fresh
from the beginning.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, like when you do this in these months, I think it's like you were talking about before. This is changing your goals.
Yes.
So maybe over the course of a year you had a goal to lose 50 pounds. Maybe during these months you change it to, okay, I'll try and lose 25 pounds.
Yeah.
Small manageable goals, something to keep you focused while you're training.
Yeah, pick a manageable, like something. Yeah, just something that's going to keep you chipping away, and that you can feel good about. Hey, I'm going to the gym. Like I've been working on my back squat. Like hey, my goal is to put 15, 20 pounds on my back squat in the next 4 months. And so you've made some progress in that time, and you don't have to, absolutely murder yourself to do that. And it's not like a bunch of conflicting goals. It's just like, hey, I have this one little goal. It's manageable. I can chip away at that, and then it keeps you kind of in the game.
Yeah, I think you and I have very similar goals for this month because you're starting to do Power Hour right now. And I know for myself, as I get ready to compete and stuff, these are the months where I try and focus on and prioritizing strength over breathing hard.
Yep.
So I know, like, okay, these are where my squats are at. This is what my lifts are at. I'm going to dedicate the majority of my training to boosting those numbers.
Yeah, how do you set... So I think what's a great idea for people who are listening, so when you just look at your year, start to think about, things to focus on, during the year. Like, so you're a games athlete now. They kind of threw the games like upside down on its head.
Yeah.
But even like if you could just speak from like this year is going to be somewhat traditional, and then next year it'll be different. But like, how would you set up like, starting from September now? Like, how do you set up like just thinking about like your year? Like, what are your like goals? Like maybe 4 bullet points or something.
Yeah. So obviously right now, strength.
Yep.
Get my numbers up. I've tested them all. I'm running a strength cycle right now. In 6 weeks, I think I'm going to retest, and I know I'm going to see those numbers improve.
Yep.
Then another thing I'm focusing on is just cleaning up movement. So I have deficiencies in every movement. Every athlete does, and I know what I'm weak at. I know when I see them in a workout, I kind of panic. So I'm focusing on those, right? As we get closer to a competition, the opens come, like when that starts to peek its head around, that's when you start to increase metabolic conditioning for myself.
Yep.
That's when I emphasize breathing hard, strength work's been done, things like that. And another thing I'm really focusing on this year is, injury prevention. I'm not as sprightly as I used to be in far as CrossFit terms go. And I'm just trying to make sure I'm doing the little things. I'm stretching after workouts. I'm stretching before workouts. I'm eating. I'm resting. I want to make sure that this year I have no holes anywhere. Mm-hmm. So, and it starts now, And I told myself, because I've been bad about this in the past, I'll be good for a couple weeks, and then I'll have 1 week where I just kind of, screw it, But I changed my mindset. I'm just going a day at a time. Just think about what I have to do.
Is this your 6th year?
Yeah.
Okay. 6th season?
Yeah,
13 was 15, your first open.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
So yes, this will be my 7th open.
7th open.
My 7th open. Yeah.
So you've been through 6 seasons. So now you got some miles on you.
Yeah. I'm starting to feel. I feel it.
Yeah. You're still young, but
yeah. But yeah, it's just day by day, month by month.
Yep.
Just small goals. That's all I want. My goals at day to day are just check all my little boxes.
Yeah.
If I can string a week of that together, awesome. A month, even better.
Yeah.
That's all it is. That's how it starts for me. What about you?
I think it's similar. Just not as intense. In the fall I try to build some strength and build some muscle.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the winter there's really nothing to do. So I do 5 days a week of CrossFit.
Yeah.
So I just take class 5 days a week. And then that also I'm not competitive in the open, but I like to do it. So consistently training CrossFit is important. So, if you aren't doing that, it's it's going to be rough, you know?
Yeah.
Even if you're a good athlete, like the Open's not fun if you're completely unprepared for
Yeah,
it.
no, it'll kick you
Yeah.
hard.
So I try and make sure I'm training, you know, before I do the Open, and then in the spring and summer. So in the spring months, I'll cut my CrossFit down to like 4 days a week, and then we do like a run club. So we'll take that run club out on Saturdays, and then I just do a running only day. And then once that ends, that kind of wraps up early in summer. I'll do again. I'll keep with 4 days a week of CrossFit, and then I'll do a running workout, or I've been kind of geeking out in my garage. I have like a little boxing gym in there, and then I'll train in there and do boxing workout.
Something a little different, something
Yep.
fun, keep you know, your head in it.
Yeah. It's a totally different skill to just kind of like have fun with, and then it's fun to, for me, use that conditioning and that CrossFit outside of the gym, like testing it, seeing like, oh, that feels strong, like that's kind of cool, or you know, going for a run, or we'll do the obstacle course, or you know, playing some sort of game. It's cool to like, because once you start to get away from playing sports and things like that, now I'm 36, you know, I'm getting 15, 20 years outside of like collegiate and high school sports. You get clunky, or you start to forget like what sports and like feeling your body outside of a gym setting feels like. So for me, it's important to like, you know, get outside of the gym.
Yeah, I did that with basketball this year.
Once or twice a week.
Yeah, it was good to go play basketball. It's amazing how much you think you're in good shape.
Yeah.
And then when you play a sport, you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It hurt. Yeah, but it was so much fun. I'm glad I did it.
By the end of it, you were probably like starting to feel like, okay, now you built like
Oh, I loved it.
into the basketball a little bit. And
Yeah.
like now you can feel like the transfer a little bit. Like once you're not super clunky with like your skills.
Yeah,
and all
you know,
that.
the first time I stepped on the court, you can ask Austin, I threw that ball over the backboard. I just looked at it, and everyone on my team was like, you're not allowed to shoot anymore. And by the end of the game, I was hitting open jumpers. So I was like, okay, cool. Like, it just took a second.
It's fun. It's funny. I'm going golfing Monday, and I haven't golfed in, I think, 2 years. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to experience it, because what happens is your muscles build up differently, you know? So, like, if you haven't played a sport in a while and you've been, like, cranking on weights, your swing's different than it was when you played last time, or your shot, like,
100%.
Your shoulder to overhead is 100 pounds heavier than when you played basketball in high
Flick of
school.
the wrist, that thing went 90 feet.
Yeah, you're chucking it right over the rim.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, yeah, those are the lazy months, guys. You know, just key bullet points, small goals.
Yep.
Something to focus on when you're in the gym, you know. And you can go out and get drunk, go have a party, right? But come back in. I know when I go out and drink, I want to work out the next day because I sweat it out.
It makes a big difference.
Oh,
yeah.
It makes you feel so much better. First 5 minutes, you're going to hate it. And then after the warm-up's done, you already feel better. You're sweating out the toxins. Just because you go out and have fun at the Ohio State game doesn't mean you have to stop your fitness.
Yeah, and just because Christmas is coming up doesn't mean, like, you have to cancel for a whole month, or,
No,
you know, like...
let's look good for the holidays, you know?
Exactly.
Speaking of the holidays, we got a couple announcements coming up.
Yep.
First up, we have Fall Jam next weekend.
Yeah.
So we've got a couple teams signed up. Good amount of people are going.
Yeah, I think I saw we have maybe 6, 7 teams.
Yeah, I know.
Quite a few.
I know a good amount of people are going to that.
Cool.
When I'll be there as well, coaching you guys up. I'm already getting people, you know, asking me about strategies and stuff. So I'm gonna be there, available for you guys. You know, I'll help you through it. Pull me aside if you've never used the skier or anything like that. I know that's there. The assault runners as well. So I'll be helping you guys out with all of that stuff.
I'm hoping to make it myself too. I'm not sure what my schedule is, and I know my mom has a competition in Mount Vernon that I'm not fully committed to going to, but I'm not sure what we're gonna do. So,
Right on.
So hopefully I can stop by. I've tried to go to Fall Jam every year. It's a fantastic competition. Mark and those guys over at Future do a great job.
Fantastic job. Yeah. Next up, we got our football party. We're eyeballing 2 dates for this. Right? It's something we do every year. Great time. So possibly October 20th, possibly November 10th. And are we still looking at the cafe for that?
Yeah, so it would be at Grandview Cafe.
Great venue.
Yep, in the top. So we rent out the top. The only reason we don't know what the date is because the games are TBA right now.
Yeah.
So we're not sure what time the games are going to be at. November 10th, it doesn't matter what time the game is, it's available, but they do have a party October 20th, I think, that starts at like 6. So even if it's not a noon game, we can't really do it.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure like we're not getting kicked out of there. And
We want to have a good time.
Yeah.
Last time we had it there, it was crazy.
yeah, so we had a fantastic time. They did a great job taking care of everybody. So, and that open party was almost as big as our Christmas party.
That open party was great.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, so the football party, we're hoping we have another huge turnout, and we take care of food and most of the drinks for you guys. At some point, we got to cut the tab off, but yeah,
Understandable. You
And-
guys like to party too, so hell
yeah.
Next up, Strongest Unicorn. This is for our weightlifting club.
Yep.
All right, this is our competition we've been eyeballing. Andy's got you guys all programmed up for that. That will be October 27th and 28th, depending on which session you are lifting in. So
Yep.
let's get a good turnout there. Go win. We like winners.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be fun.
And then last up, the holiday party.
Yeah, that's the party of the year for us. We have 300 or so people typically show up, and it's going to be at the View again. It's been there the last 3 years, I believe. And then December 14th. So mark your calendars down. Basically, what we do is we essentially throw a wedding without the ceremony.
Yeah.
So we have a big
Fair.
Yeah. So we have a dinner, which I've been to weddings at the View.
Yeah.
So that's essentially what we do. You go in, have an awesome dinner. They cater, phenomenally there, and then we open up. I think it's like 3 bars. So we eat, and then we go ahead, and after that we can drink, and then we have some like awards for the year and make some announcements for things we have planned coming up, and kind of just celebrate another
Yeah, just celebrate another year at the gym.
Yeah, it's
a good time.
So
Yeah, guys, so that was episode 10, the Lazy Months. As always, guys, if you got questions, ideas for us, please leave them in the comments of everything. We'll address those for you guys. So yeah, signing off, episode 10. We will see you guys next time.
see ya.
Peace out.